My name is Alberto Jarkin. I live in Georgia, Atlanta, Tequila. I'm being a tree climber 18 years. I'm gonna try to explain what happened on March 26, 2015. And that was a normally day for me with my crew. It's three guys. There's a Gerber, Rene, and Carlos. And my boss, he sent to me do the cut pine tree at the townhouse property. The paperwork say that pine tree, loblolly, is a kind of, it's 3 or 4 kind of pine trees on Georgia. There was a loblolly. This possible removal, but it's not the paper, not a specific what the obstacles or problems or if the tree was in bad condition or leaning, whatever. And finally, I saw the tree. That was pretty good size pine tree, probably maybe 20 inches diameter. No, 20 inches diameter, maybe that big. And I saw the tree at least 85, maybe 90 feet tall. I saw the power lines. It's a utility for post light pole. It is a cars close to the units at the townhouse. And definitely the units. When I was on the bottom of the tree, my first instant, I stand on the underneath, and I look at the tree, right? Try to look at straight up. As I thought, that tree is not safe for climbing free with a tree leaning. The best way to do it with the bucket is with a hydraulic pole saw. But unfortunately, we don't have it at the time with the equipment. I decided to use another tree and just start climbing at the tree. And using my climbing line from another tree. And the second point is attach my safety lanyard where the tree was leaning. And start to make it cuts, take it start from the bottom, go up and just cut the branch off. I did my first cut and hold and just throw away to out of the prevent to hit the power lines underneath, and I did it the second small cut of the same branches, and I use my 2 hands and just take and shake it, and nothing happened. The dead pine tree is still stable, not move. Hold and just try to make it the other cut, and now did it completely my cut. I hear like boom, very fast noise, like my reaction was when I saw immediately the trees move. All the pressure is gone. It's no more pressure, and the tree is gonna go directly to the ground. My reaction definitely was use my left hand, just hold from my climbing line, and my other hand hold from the pine tree branch, this piece of branch, and just get help me to release my knot, because in that moment I say, oh, if I not release my climbing line, I think there was maybe other story. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it hurts my back, or maybe my climbing line is broke, because that was a pretty good pine tree. You know, I was very, very, very scary in that moment, but I never forget. I remember what happened that was very, very incredible. I'm on a miracle. When I was with the tree, it's falling directly. The first, definitely the tree hit I think it was the gutter or part of the roof, the units. That was the first hit. I feel it's all the top of the tree, the branches, they was broke, all those branches off. The second was the car. I remember I'm not lose control when the tree hit the house or the townhouse unit first. The car, I think probably with the car, when the tree hit the car, I knock with the tree, because unfortunately my climbing line now was not enough too longer for help me to keep release until to the ground. You know, I think when the tree hit the car, I was out of my climbing line. Yes, only I stay with my safety lanyard and attached with my spikes on the tree, and just that was hit me on the ground with the tree. Boom! The tree hit the car. I was between the ground, the parking lot, and the tree. Maybe I think probably maybe 2 feet up from the ground. There was I was under the tree. Yeah.
Yo solo pensé que íbamos a tener una muerte.
And I remember my 3 guys, is Gerber, Carlos, and Rene. I was to stand up with the tree, and I hear Gerber say, "Hey, do not move, stay there." And I hear Carlos with the phone and call to 911. And when they put me on the ground, that moment, I'm not real remember. Yes, maybe probably like, I don't know, maybe a minute or 2 minutes, because they told me they was very, very scary. When they saw me, when my eyes, they saw me, they turn around and say, "Oh, Alberto, we thought maybe you die, or you know." Yeah.
Sí, como dijo el paramédicos, de 10, 1 vive y 9 mueren. Eso fue lo primero que nos dijo el paramédico, que le diera gracias a Dios por lo que había pasado.
When I was at the ambulance, way to the hospital, I remember I tell to the was a lady, say, can I make a call for me? I'm gonna call my wife and let her know. I call my wife, say, hey, I had an accident. She told me, say, how, where, I say, hey, I fall with a tree. We have 6 kids, 4 at the school, and 2 little kids. Is 3 years old and 13 months. Say, you stay there. I think I'm okay. I give you a call later. When I was stay in the room at the hospital, she told me, say, when you call me, when you was in the ambulance, she thought, oh, probably my husband, he's get bad injury, Maybe she thought, oh, he never back to walking, walk or something. I feel lucky, very lucky. This is a miracle. When I was in the tree fell, I was, in that moment, I'm gonna die, or maybe I'm gonna get, and I don't know, I'm gonna get paralyzed, or something, another part of my body, my legs, my arm, my head. This is the most very important emotional part for, definitely that's for me and my wife and my kids. That's when I saw my wife, I was on the driveway. I was walking, and I'm still with the part is, I never forget this. I thought in the moment, oh, I feel this is another day for me. This is another, my family. I see my family. I see my kids. This is very, very, very emotional for me, and because my family is part of my life, and my job is part of my family. This is unbelievable, but I give it to the Lord, God, say thank you. This is a big another opportunity for still on the world, and stay with my family and see my kids, my wife, because a lot of people, most of the people, they know is my family depends on me. We talk with it's a few days later the accident happened. My wife, she told me, say, oh, I can't believe it. if you die, I'm stay with your 6 kids. You know that? Are you a very lucky, very lucky, and stay with us? You know, it's very normally you get injuries, but it's not real bad compared to the other people get accidents on this kind of job, on tree work, you know. When I was in the property and I saw the tree, I saw is at least 3 obstacles. I saw the power lines and the cars and the townhouse units, and I stay underneath the tree. I look at the tree and I say, oh, you know, the tree definitely now was safe to climb free with the tree. I think that I learned from this accident is I want to say to other people, other guys on this job, is a one single is call is change or make a difference. Most when we find obstacles, it's only one single obstacle. Hey, call your boss, your account manager, supervisor, and say, we got a problem. We see obstacle here, obstacle there, and you know, we can't do this job because that call make a big difference or change that situation. And the other is spend or take a few more minutes, you know, 5 more minutes, and go check the tree underneath. You know, most of the trees are on the covered with the pine straw or leaves, or you know, another, I don't know, and move all the pine straw, whatever, and see if the tree is has a cavity or is safe to climb, no matter if the tree is live or die.
En el momento que eso pasó, me sentí mal. Y todavía, cuando me hacen estas preguntas, me hace recordar, y no quisiera que me recordaran, porque es una persona igual que mí, un compañero de trabajo, pero se pone mal uno, mejor no me pregunte más.